see if Ollie's Bargain Outlet has anything here in St. Clairsville. Let's see if I can find some stuff to put on my eBay store. Ollies, good stuff, cheap. They could have maybe put sports or something like that. Assorted balls. I don't know where to start, actually. Clocks. I don't know, but this would be a pain in the ass to ship. Sometimes when I'm looking for stuff from my eBay store, essentially, I do not like to ship heavy items, so I don't really go after those first unless it's really something that I know I can make a profit on. I mean, there's a lot of good stuff, but I don't know what the hell people kind of stuff. Security dome camera. So I just found comics. Superman. Okay, here are the Ollie's comic book finds from last night. Superman, Panic in the Sky, Final Strike. The Green Lantern, Doomsday for DL. Metropolis SCN Crime. Legend of Superheroes. And Shadow of the Bat, the Tally Man. And I was laughing because I looked at the back and it had a advertisement for Demolition Man. Alright, well, them are my Ollie's comic book finds. Okay, Big Kev over and out. Later. Treasure hunters.
Alright, so I purchased a 98 figure collection that was $22. And there are 14 different figures in it. And so we have figures like the Huntress and the Centaur and the lady with the snake body. But the thing is, there are 7 of each of those. I think that's 7 times 14 is 98, I think. Yeah. Anyway, the point is, you don't want too many of the same thing on the battlefield. And so what I did was I took her body, or her bottom, and the Centaur's body, and I pasted her bottom to his body, and cut off the bow, and now he's a thief.
It's pretty cool.
He's a little thief character. And another thing we have is, you have a goblinoid, like an ogre type of character.
That's pretty cool.
And that actually came straight from the factory. But I cut the head off a griffin and made a griffin-headed ogre. And I cut the head off a dragon and made a dragonborn. And I cut the torso off of a zombie character. Now she looks like a Roman legionnaire. And the lady that was a Hydra, I took the legs off of a knight, and now she's, a rogue or something like this. And this guy's probably my best kit bash. This is 3 separate figures. It's the head of a centaur, and the torso of a minotaur, and the legs of a knight. And so I had to cut 3 pieces up to make one normal looking character. And again, the reason is because I've got duplicates. And I even did something with what was left when the dragon got his head chopped off and he turned into a monstrosity with a worm mouth. And then these are the Hydra tails, and those actually look like purple worms from the D&D series. And I took the griffin and gave him a wizard's head. And so all of these different kits, or all of these different figures, you can literally just chop them up and reconfigure them, and then they all look like totally unique, replayable characters on the battlefield. So you don't have this like repetition. And it's like, this is a fairy. And then if you put an enlarge spell on her, now she's got magic legs and she's a medium-sized creature. And so it changes, like, it doesn't just change the look of the character, it changes their battle dynamics. And so I'm throwing stuff at my players that they don't expect. And like, this was first a griffin, and now it's just an eagle. So it's kind of weird that I'm taking the monstrous versions and turning them into normal things. It's kind of the reverse of what people usually do, which is take normal things and turn them into monsters.
Yeah, that's the reverse of what I would do.
Yeah.
And
Well, but like this lady, she started out as a monster, right, with a snake tail. And then I said, well, but I need some nature druids. So I just took the lower body of the magician here and chopped it on. And that actually looks like a nature druid, because that's just the way they look. You can't really tell it's a magician's skirt. It just looks like, you know, she's a tree-hugging granola gal. And some of them started as monsters, like the Minotaur. And then I had a unicorn, and, you know, I don't use the unicorn that much in D&D, so now I've got a centaur. And now he's got a horse's head instead of a bull's head. And it just helps with, you know, the creativity and the variety. And this is probably my most in-depth one. I started out with an Etin, which is a 2-headed ogre. And I literally cut up a shark and glued the shark man, glued the shark skin to the Etin's back. And so now that is a sharkanoid. And, you know, you run him differently because he's a sharkanoid. He's got different abilities and different hit points. And so it basically expands your table's ability to engage with the players and to give them things that they haven't seen before. But yeah, all of this here came from, again, the 98 item Fantasy Mini tube that you can get on Amazon for $22.
Yeah.
And the rest of these I got from tubes at Michael's. And you just, I got it 40% off for Black Friday. And so you take the bear, you paste him to the bottle cap, and you put a washer on it, and now it's a game piece. Like, usually teachers would buy this and use it for like dioramas, but this is, that's what I did. And so this is a way to get figures for less than $1 a piece and to use some imagination at the table.
Yeah. All right, well, thanks for your time, Dr. Stansell. This is his D&D collection.
This is some of it. Like,
just some of it.
There's more figures here. And a whole lot of whales. And a whole lot of treasure. But yeah, this is the stuff I'm going to be throwing at my players this Thursday.
Yes.
What is up, everybody? This is Clint from the Ohio Valley Treasure Hunters. I went on a little run today. I hit some Goodwills. Actually ran into a yard sale in a Flushing area. I found some good deals, and as you can see, I made a nice little score today. So let's see what we got. First of all, we got in the Immortal for NES. The Bard's Tale for the NES. These couple little McDonald's toys. One was Tiny Toons, the other one was, let's say, Dalmatian, yeah, or sounds about right. There's Billy Gunn. That's the Jack series of the WWE, WWF back then. Lion-O from the Thundercats. Chuck Norris. You got the Simpsons Maggie still in a package. You got a little figure from the Mask series. You got a Captain Planet lunchbox, still with the Aladdin tag. How often you get to see that? And yes, still has a thermos. Pretty darn good shape. But let's get to the games. We'll start with the N64 since there's only 2 of them. We have War Gods. We have Wave Race. I gotta clean them up a little bit. They're a little dirty, but that's okay. For the PS2s, we have Sonic Mega Collection Plus. If I can grab it. Ridge Racer 5. Metal Gear 2 Sons of Liberty. And we got Grand Theft Auto Vice City. For the PlayStation 1 games, which I got a stack of them, MLB 2001 even has Chipper Jones on the front cover. It's pretty cool. Rallycross. Jet Moto. Alexi Lawless International Soccer. Need for Speed 2. This was a cool game here, 3 Extreme. We got NFL Game Day 98. We got the Namco Museum Volume 1. Another cool one, NASCAR 98. Seemed like I come across that a good bit. Jet Moto 2. Twisted Metal 3. Nightmare Creatures. Here's a good one. The Muppets Race Mania. Now we're getting to the good ones here. Rogue Trip. Tekken 3. WCW Nitro. Bass Landing. WCW NWO Thunder. WCW vs. the World. Oddworld Abe's Exodus. Loaded. And we have some strategy guides. Metal Gear for the official PlayStation strategy guide. Twisted Metal 3 official strategy guide. And Nightmare Creatures, the official strategy guide. Overall, some awesome hauls today. I got to meet a lady this Friday. She says she has a big game lot for me to look at, so I'm hopefully going to go check it out and, you know, let you guys in on the fun, and hopefully I'll be able to find more as this summer's just beginning. Stay with us, hit that like, subscribe button, and we're going to have some more adventures for you getting ready soon. Thank you, and have a good one.